Welcome back to the channel. If you're a fan of coin collecting or history, then today's video is definitely for you. We're diving deep into one of the most fascinating British coins, the 1962 British 2 shilling coin, also known as the florin. This coin has a rich history, a few rare minting errors that make it super valuable, and it might just be worth way more than you'd expect. Think somewhere between $250 to as much as $18,750 for the right coin. So, if you're a coin collector, a history enthusiast, or just curious about what makes certain coins so valuable, stick around because we're going to cover everything you need to know about this amazing piece of history. Let's start by talking about the history behind the British 2 shilling coin. The 2 shilling coin, or florin, was first introduced in Britain in 1849 during the reign of Queen Victoria. At that time, the British currency system was still based on pounds, shillings, and pence. For those unfamiliar, the pound was divided into 20 shillings, and each shilling was divided into 12 pennies. So, the 2 shilling coin represented 1/10 of a pound, which made it an important coin for everyday transactions. The florin was actually one of the first coins that broke the traditional pattern of British coinage by being worth more than a single shilling, which was the most common coin in circulation. But, of course, the coin wasn't always called the 2 shilling coin. Initially, it was referred to simply as a florin, which is a term derived from the Italian city of Florence, where gold coins called florins were minted during the 14th century. The florin introduced in Britain had the same name but was made of silver and became part of the daily currency in circulation across the UK. Fast forward to 1962, and the 2 shilling coin was still very much in circulation, though the UK was nearing a major shift in its currency system. In the early 1960s, the British government had already started to plan the transition to a decimal currency system, where coins would be based on 100 pence to the pound rather than the old system of 240 pennies per pound. This transition would eventually happen in 1971, with the introduction of the decimal coinage system. So, the 1962 2 shilling coin was one of the last pre-decimal coins minted before the big change. One of the things that makes the 1962 British 2 shilling coin particularly interesting is its design. On the obverse, or the front of the coin, you'll find a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. This design, created by artist Mary Gillick, was used on British coins starting in 1953, shortly after Queen Elizabeth II ascended to the throne. The portrait shows the Queen wearing a tiara, and around the edge of the coin, you'll find the inscription Elizabeth II Dei Gratia Regina, which translates to Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen. The reverse side of the 1962 florin coin features a striking design with a combination of a rose, a thistle, and a shamrock. These symbols represent the three nations that make up the United Kingdom, England, Scotland, and Ireland. Surrounding these symbols is the word florin for florin, along with the date of the coin's issue, 1962. This reverse design has remained largely the same since the coin's introduction, and it really captures the spirit of British unity in the mid-20th century. Now, let's get to the real fun part, the value of the 1962 British 2 shilling coin. On the surface, you might think that a coin like this is worth only a few bucks. After all, it was a fairly common coin back in the day, and it was used by millions of people across the UK. But here's the thing, certain 1962 florin coins are worth far more than their face value, sometimes even up to tens of thousands of dollars. So, what makes some of these coins so special? Well, it all comes down to errors. Coin collectors are always on the lookout for rare minting errors, and the 1962 British 2 shilling coin is no exception. One of the most valuable errors you can find on these coins is a double strike error. A double strike occurs when a coin is struck by the minting die more than once during the production process, which causes the design to be imprinted onto the coin twice. This error can be subtle, but if you know what to look for, it's easy to spot. A double-struck coin is incredibly rare, and collectors will pay top dollar for one that's in good condition. Depending on the severity of the double strike and the condition of the coin, a 1962 2 shilling coin with this error can be worth anywhere from $250 to $1,000 or more. But wait, there's more. Some 1962 florins have even rarer errors, like die cracks or misalignments in the minting process. A die crack happens when the engraving on the die used to stamp the coin begins to deteriorate, leading to visible cracks in the design. If these cracks appear on the coin, they're considered a minting error and can make the coin much more valuable. Similarly, a misalignment error happens when the coin is not properly aligned during the minting process, causing the design to be stamped off-center. These errors may seem small, but in the world of coin collecting, they can turn a relatively common coin into a highly sought-after piece. So, how much can these rare error coins be worth? Well, depending on the specific error and the coin's condition, some 1962 2-shilling coins can fetch anywhere from a few $100s to several thousand. The most valuable specimens, with multiple errors or those in pristine condition, can sell for as much as $18,750 at auction. That's right, over $18,000 for a coin that originally only had a face value of 2 shillings. It's pretty incredible when you think about it. Now, let's talk about how to find these valuable 1962 florins. If you want to start searching for rare 1962 2-shilling coins, your best bet is to visit local coin shops, attend coin shows, or browse online auction sites like eBay. But you've got to be careful, there are a lot of counterfeit coins out there, especially when it comes to high-value items. If you're new to coin collecting, it's a good idea to learn how to properly identify genuine coins and understand the grading system. Coins are graded on a scale from good to mint state, and the higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. A coin in good condition might only be worth a few dollars, while a coin in mint state condition could be worth hundreds or even thousands. If you're serious about collecting rare coins, it's worth investing in a magnifying glass or a loupe to inspect the details of the coins you're considering buying. The smallest errors or imperfections can make a huge difference in value, so it's important to get a close look at the design. You should also familiarize yourself with the common types of errors found on these coins, like the double strike, die cracks, and misalignments, so you can spot them more easily. One thing to keep in mind when collecting coins is that the market for rare coins can fluctuate over time. Prices may go up or down depending on demand, availability, and other factors. For example, if a particularly rare coin is discovered and enters the market, it could drive up prices for similar coins. On the other hand, if more collectors begin to seek out a certain type of error coin, that could increase the demand and value as well. But overall, the 1962 British 2-shilling coin remains a highly prized item among coin collectors. Whether you're hunting for one of these coins for its historical value, its beautiful design, or its potential to be worth a small fortune, there's no doubt that it's an exciting piece of British numismatic history. So, to sum up, the 1962 British 2-shilling coin is a fascinating coin with a rich history, and it's one that holds significant value, especially if you happen to find a rare minting error. From double strikes to die cracks and misalignments, these errors can make the coin worth far more than you might expect. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, it's always a good idea to keep an eye out for these rare and valuable pieces of history. Who knows, you might just have one sitting in your collection right now. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell so you never miss out on more awesome coin content. And if you've ever found a rare coin like this, or if you've got any tips for other collectors, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your stories.